Oh well. There's like what 2 strats that I'm doing in Snowden.
Okay,
So.
we're live.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third episode of Night Watch. We got our Undertale team around here today for a TP relay race. I forgot to.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Starting off, we got he, him, he, him.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, Jack.
Right. Am I starting this here?
Alright, yeah, I see no reason to delay. So, Jack, whenever you are ready, you're going to be our first segment. You can start, and then you can talk about the run a little bit.
Alright.
Alright, I'll count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes!
Wow, wow, wow.
Alrighty. So we're gonna be dividing this into 9 segments. And there's 3 sections that we're each playing, so I'm starting with ruins. So on what was it, Tuesday, there was a new 30-second time save found in ruins,
And
which is the biggest time
pretty...
save since 2021.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty hard. You could soft lock pretty easy, but
I'm
right?
cracked at it, so should be fine.
So question of the hour is, will Jack be going for it?
I don't know. Alright. So, KJ, I want you to pick a number between 5 and 10.
7.
Alright, if I get this first try, we're getting 7 gift subs. That's a fact. Required.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so this is kind of blink and you'll miss it, so look closely. No! It's fine, guys. So,
no.
you can kind of see what's going on there. We kind of clip into Tori, the game sucks, and then you can go into the transition. And then if you open a text box and close it while you're in the transition, you do a realm warp, and that brings you to the very end.
Yeah, it's a... it's a, Oh.
There we go. Yay,
So, yeah.
yay, yay!
So yeah, that's a, that's what's called a Gyashiful Braver War. I think that's how you say it. This one's harder than the only other one, to my knowledge, that you do in the run in Hotland, because that one's only 1 text box. But this one's 2 text boxes, meaning that you have about a 3-frame window to actually get it without soft locking. Well, or at least you have 3 frames of extra wiggle room to get it, otherwise you'll soft lock.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. So you skip like the entire room there with the first Frogget and Toriel spike handhold. It's like, it's huge.
Yeah. So Jack is gonna want to get as few encounters as possible in this area, and he's avoided the first 2, and he will get one right here. And it's gonna be a Frogget, which in TPE doesn't matter too much because you can't kill the Whimsin.
Yeah, so Ruins has the most RNG by far than any other part on the run, because there's a lot of rooms that are like short enough to where you could get out of them without getting an encounter, but long enough to where you, depending on your step count, you might get one. So you kind of just have to hope.
Like little optimizations in Ruins, specifically in that rock room, there is a strat that I don't even know the name of because there's like 7 different names, but basically you can get movement with that encounter and get a wrong warp off of it. I've never gotten it once because the RNG for it's pretty rare, and so I rarely ever get to practice it, which is why I've never gotten it.
Yeah, it's all RNG. But besides the RNG, there's not really a lot of times you lose or save time in Ruins. It's kind of just a straight line.
Yeah, so with perfect RNG you'd get no encounters here, but That first room you do get encounters pretty often. These rooms you don't really get them. You sometimes get one over here if you're really unlucky. Oh,
And there it is.
and more often than not, you will get one in this room because this one is pretty long.
Make sure to get the pie, Jack. We're running this.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Oh wait, it's over. Hold on. I have backup saves, chat. Don't worry.
So yeah,
What did you
there
just
is
do?
a number of.
Did you forget the pie?
I forgot the pie. I think it's very behind on stream.
Oh.
Oh no, no,
Oh
no.
no. What do I do actually? Okay. I don't have a good save besides the one I made. So we're
No,
just
it's
gonna have
fine.
to
It's
go
fine.
with
Just
it.
yeah, just go with it.
I
Yeah.
could cheat and get to the end to be more easy, but
Just go with it, yeah. So yeah, this is a
No,
showcase run, so
Everybody
not
saw
gonna-
you get the pie. Like,
yeah.
you definitely got the pie, man.
Alright, Jack. So
mhm.
whenever Snowden appears, just tell me so I can start moving.
Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna play through Ruins again. We can talk about mashing, I guess. Mashing in this game's actually kind of cool. Because in most games, like, you're just spamming one button and it really hurts your hands.
Yeah.
But in this game, there's like 4 buttons you have to press and it's more rhythmic. So it's like, I don't know, it's cooler. And it also takes a really long time to get good at.
Also, I swear I have never seen anyone be that consistent with that thing with Toriel. Like I'm still trying to get consistent with it, but Jack just gets it like every time.
Just go to.
Yeah. So we should probably talk about why the pie is important. The pie is important because in TPE, if you eat the pie on the first turn of Asgore, it decreases his. I believe it decreases his defense just enough that you can take it, that you can always take him out in 9 turns, I believe. Actually, wait, no. I believe that's one small part of it, but you can also eat it during Asriel.
Yeah.
During phase 3 Asriel, and it saves like what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, you save a
something like
turn or
that.
two. Yeah, unfortunately, I mainly run neutral, so I'm not used to getting the pie. That was why that blunder is made.
That's fine though.
But thankfully, I'm only doing neutral segments in this run, so shouldn't be an issue in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was worth replaying all of Ruins, man.
Well, there was nothing else I could do. Since I wanted to cheat, but this is I'm not a cheater.
Yeah, that's true. Never cheat.
No, I couldn't.
So yeah, actually, one interesting little thing about Nafstabluk, on this next turn here, if you say anything other than cheer or flirt, Nafstabluk will start crying and you lose like 2 minutes that way. It looks like we're getting better RNG in second half, so
Yeah, the reset
It
was
was a
tactical, so I
planned
get
reset,
better RNG.
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't even get an encounter in that last room there, which is, and often than not you do get it in that room, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's a 60%, I think.
Pretty awesome, man. And
There
All right,
we
just
go.
the pie,
this
please.
time he surely gets the pie. Yes.
All right. I'm pretty sure the pie is the single most powerful healing item in the entire game, unless there's something that I'm missing. Like compared,
I don't think so.
yeah, it heals 99, which is enough to max you out, no matter what HP or love you're on. So,
Alright, let's talk about hands. So, KJ's entering Toriel, and basically every turn, Toriel has a 39% chance to give you a hand. Jack wants as many hands as possible, because if you run into them, you could just, like, cancel the turn, and just move on to the next one.
yeah. There are also some strats that involve taking damage. Like, for example, on this attack, if Jack takes damage down there, he takes 1 damage instead of 4, and that sets up some weird stuff with the damage that lets him get way more hands.
Yeah, basically, as soon as you're under 8 HP, Toriel will only do 1 damage per attack. So that sets you up to be at 7 HP instead of 8. So then that'll just allow you to get more hands.
Yeah, Toriel RNG is pretty much, I'd say the single biggest source of RNG in Ruins, and this is where most of the runs get reset, because you can lose or gain so much in this. Like, I believe for the longest time, like, Ruins IL record didn't even have a perfect, like, encounters, but just got a really good Toriel, which is why it was record.
Yeah, pretty average Toriel though, not terrible, not great.
Yeah. Alright, so that's... Jack's segment is coming to an end pretty soon, so I'll be switching over momentarily.
Pretty fast Ruins, all things considered.
All things considered, man.
Yeah, given that...
Maybe looking at a sub 12 here.
Yes.
Absolutely tremendous.
All right, so we're just gonna finish up here and then pass it on to KJ.
Pass the baton. Yes, yes, yes.
KJ, the
Hey.
letters on your screen are bleeding into the game. I know stream is gonna hear me, but I couldn't turn it off in time. Yes.
Oh, they are? Oh, let me just get rid of these.
I am done with Ruins, so whenever
Alright.
KJ's ready.
Okay. So, can you see Snowden?
I can see Snowden.
Alright,
Not on the stream though.
Alright.
Yeah, I can see now.
Alright. So in that case,
yes.
it's me now. So
Let's go.
Snowden has a few tricks, but it is also definitely the most mash heavy part of the category if we're running neutral. But there is a part that's arguably much more mash heavy than Snowden because we're running TPE. So in general, Snowden,
You get
there's
that part too, don't you?
Yeah, I have that part as well. And I think I might be the person with the worst mashing here, so... Oh, well.
Everybody's mashing is bad here.
That's
Except Jack, probably.
mashing isn't great. Mashing is basically RNG because of double buffers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Alright, so... What I did there earlier is I moved up in a very specific way to get something called Gamer Pixel. That basically makes Sans walk less, which saves 4 frames. So we're just gonna mash through all this text really quickly. And we're going to be grabbing the tough glove. Ignore the fact that there isn't a pie there.
You doing dog eye skip, KJ?
I am doing dog eye skip.
Yes.
Yay!
As you can see, there's just a whole bunch of mashing here. So the reason why I grabbed the tough glove there was so that I can put that into my weapon slot and get the stick in my inventory. There's a number of dogs in Snowden that you can immediately spare if you use the stick. The first one's gonna be coming up right over here. So this is Doggo. We're just gonna use the stick And that's it.
Oh.
If you slide on the ice here, you won't get an encounter. I made that mistake once in a run. It wasn't fun.
Ours.
But yeah, just more mashing because Papyrus talks so much in Snowden.
Yeah, and Papyrus text boxes in particular are a little harder to mash than normal ones because of something called face loads, which like basically there's a delay between when the text box shows up and when the text in the text box shows up. So sometimes the mashing you feel like you're mashing fast, and then you just mash slow.
By the way, that little
I just-
snowball that you just saw, like at the end of that room, the snow decathedron, that is like. That thing has like a super weird hitbox, so you do have to walk around that, otherwise you get stuck.
That's
Like,
the
coming
worst
up-
snowball in the game.
We're gonna be doing something called
bad.
dog eye skip. We're gonna be fleeing from
Yes.
this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be saving right here. And reopening the game, and then you can't see this, but I have a tool open next to me, and I'm just gonna do this like real quick.
Yeah, so basically, dog eye skip is reading your RNG seed to see what your step count is, and then
There we
doing
go.
the proper amount of steps, and then you skip the dog
There it
encounter by getting the encounter at the same time you enter the.
Yeah, so the way the tool works is this tool takes a screenshot of your screen of the snowballs, and then you can basically hover your mouse over that while selecting to select those snowballs, and based on that, the program will figure out what your RNG seed is out of something like 32,000 something possible RNG seeds.
Yeah, that saves about 10 seconds compared to doing the fight normally, so not a
Yeah.
bad time save at all.
Yeah. That was actually a bit slow on my end because it took a while for the seed to show up, also because I haven't done that trick in a while. So coming up next is Ice Puzzle Skip. This is a variant that I believe was found by Jack, so shout out to him.
This is called Snowgrave Ice Puzzle Skip and nothing else.
Yes. So it's a not only is it a much faster solution than the intended solution, it also skips the bridge building animation, which saves quite a bit.
There's actually a ton of solutions to the ice puzzle. Like you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I
The
think
fastest one is, I believe, called Masochist 2, which I think Link discovered. It is very difficult.
it only saves like a second, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so-
Saves... Yeah, about a second.
Yeah. So right there, I got good RNG. So the greater dog bear can give one of two attacks. He can either give you Spear's attack or the dog attack. The dog attack is better because the dog works a bit like Toriel's hands. If you run into the dog, the turn just ends immediately.
Yeah, Snowden is like kind of like Ruins with the RNG, except a little bit better. Especially with Dog Eye Skip now, you can start losing a lot of time really quickly, just from getting a little unlucky.
Although,
it's...
to be fair, you can get pretty unlucky with Dog Eye Skip because you can get anywhere from no up downs or 15 up downs, and that's like 3 seconds difference, I think.
pretty rough.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Or
Or
like
sometimes. Yeah. Or what happens sometimes as well is like, if you're off with some of your clicks, it might take longer for the correct pattern to show up, which
Yeah,
loses hella time.
it's not even the game's fault, that's the tool's fault, but what can you do?
Alright, so now we're going into Papyrus. He is the hardest boss in the entire game. It is completely impossible to beat him, so
We're not
we
even
just
gonna
died
try.
in 3 times.
Not even
Yeah.
gonna try.
Yeah.
Run's gonna end here, gonna have to redo Snowden like I had to redo Ruins. Kinda sucks, but what can you do?
Yeah.
When
Okay.
we said this relay, we decided to do every single part twice. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
interesting, you know.
Okay, so /SRS now. It's actually faster to die to Papyrus 3 times because his fight is extremely long.
This is a time save that I still don't believe is true. Like I cannot believe that it is faster to do this, but it is.
Oh,
And
it's
it's a
faster, but
lot
like
Way
faster.
faster.
It's
Yeah.
like minutes faster. It's insane.
Not even close.
Yeah, and it's like 2 minutes slower. It's like 2 minutes slower if you're doing dog ending where you kill Papyrus, and if you spare Papyrus, it takes like I don't even know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A long while.
Papyrus is I think one of the easiest splits in the game. You pretty much just need to mash fast, and as long as your movement is relatively clean, you're gonna be pretty much tying or nearly tying your gold every run, in my experience.
Yeah, this is just the mashing split, so
You
Mash,
cannot
mash,
turn your brain off
mash.
during this section though, because
until the last part.
because it is very because you will be punished very badly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Undertale early game is pretty boring, but it gets interesting, I promise.
Yeah, very next segment is when things start to take off.
Yeah.
Yeah, my personal theory is if Toriel had 0 RNG and just gave like the quote-unquote average number of and just gave like let's say 5 hands every single time, I genuinely believe that world record would have improved, would probably improve faster or be even faster than what it is now, because you'd be able to attempt more runs more quickly.
Yeah. Fortunately, Ruins is such a wall when you're doing attempts of this game. This is a very grindy game.
Right, so there is the one choicer that you have to get. If you mess up that choicer, Papyrus will fight you again and you lose a minute and a half. It is not good.
It's really bad
Remember,
too.
KJ, this is Pacifist.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
I actually forgot to.
I completely forgot.
Maybe we should have just done a neutral relay.
You silly geese.
We're not done with Snowden yet. We have one more thing to do.
Goofy.
We need to date Papyrus. So, as if there isn't already enough mashing in Snowden, this whole section here is just mashing. We're gonna be dating. We're gonna be hanging out with Papyrus.
But there's another choicer time save in the split.
Yep. So
choicers in this game suck so much. Like as a Deltarune runner, like it's so easy to just choose a choicer because you just hold the direction and then mash Z enter. But in this game, you have to get to the text box and then press the direction. It's so much worse.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Doesn't happen in Deltarune.
It doesn't happen in Deltarune.
Yeah. Papyrus, Papyrus dating, you kind of it's pretty much the fight all over again. You just mash, and then there's like one part that actually matters.
You can get the spaghetti under his hat by talking to his chin.
I haven't done this in so long, so that was really slow, but yeah. If you say yes and eat the spaghetti, there is a very long unskippable choicer. It's like 3 seconds.
It sucks, yeah, but not a big deal.
So yeah, I almost forgot this. We're good.
We're good. We remembered.
So yeah, that is.
Link is gonna have to remember not to drop stick.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, dropping the. Actually, no. Dropping the stick in TP, I don't think is too bad. It just makes eating the pie very, very risky.
I don't even
you
have to
store it anyway.
All right, so that's done with Snowden. Moving on to Link now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Whose screen is this?
This is Willie's screen.
Just broken?
Oh.
Is my stream broken?
Technical difficulties. It's fine. We were accounted for this.
Oh.
I think that's my stream.
Man, why is it gotta take so long to load now?
Man.
Don't worry, chat. It's fine.
This is all part of the master plan. We have a we have a very, very special trick saved in the back for y'all, and this is just part of the setup.
Yeah, we're just loading.
All right,
you're
up. You're up,
right
Link.
now.
Yeah, so
Let's go. All right,
is
so
Link up?
this is Spears 2.
I don't know if Link's up. Oh, it is.
Oh,
Yay.
I'm up.
Oh, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yay!
So-
Right.
Spears 2 is the first like really glitch heavy. We're starting off real quick with Seagrass Skip.
Seagrass skip is the time save that was the most recent time save besides TAS, I believe.
No man.
The
The
biggest
There's
one
Mad Dummy
since.
Skip.
there was
Wait,
MDS.
that was after us. That's
Wait, Jack, did you join
Yeah.
after?
I'm a
You
new
joined
runner,
after
guys. I
MDS?
didn't really
What the?
I joined after. I joined
I
in
don't
this year,
like
man.
you.
So basically, how that skip works is if you open your phone call during like 4 frames you have, but like basically you run into the cutscene trigger, then you have 4 frames to open up a text box. What I did right there is I just used my cell phone during those 4 frames, and then I just close that text box when the cutscene actually starts, and then I just walk right through. It saves about 30 seconds.
Pretty
The way-
easy, but also stressful.
The way that trick was discovered is quite literally Ocean Bagel was reading the code one day, saw something, thought, I wonder if this works, and turns out it did work, and now we have a 30-second time save at the start of Waterfall.
Yeah. You can also do that with like a stick or some item. It's just way easier to do it with cell because it's like a couple less menu presses.
Yeah,
So
if you
have like a bigger window.
doing so the setup that Link did there is called SAT SGS, where you just run straight into it. Doing that with the stick makes it go from a 4-frame window to a 1-frame window, which for something that saves like occasionally will save 2 frames is definitely not worth it in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And now that we're done with Spears 1, we'll be going into the punch card. The punch card is the most broken item of the game. It allows us to do wrong warps, overflows, text storage, everything so cool. This allows us to do punch card, like cutscene skips, basically just everything. Now is when the run like really starts to take off.
This is pretty much why Undertale is still alive as a speed game.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff you can do and so much stuff yet to be discovered.
Yep.
And you'll see why.
Yeah. So the punch card is unique. The reason why it does weird stuff is because instead of popping up a text box, it pops up an image, and that really messes with the way Undertale handles menu text, which causes a singular frame to be open between you clicking use and the punch card showing up, which lets you set off cutscenes in that 1-frame window, and it just creates mayhem for the game. Alright, so using the box to get the punch card into the first slot, and that's the first wrong warp.
Wow, how did he go so far below the room transition?
Alright.
So, by wrong warping, you basically go to the room's default position. In some cases, it puts you really far, like that room. Other times, it just puts you, like, right at the start of the room. But for the most part, we're going to be wrong warping as much as we can, even when it, like, only saves a few frames. Because it's, like, really huge and adds up a lot.
For example, entering this room, there was a wrong warp that you could have that a lot of runners do, but stopping for every wrong warp, it's frame perfect. So in some cases, there are certain ones where you kind of just wing it, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you just move on because it's not worth it to go back for. Like this one here, wouldn't like these 3 that Link's doing here wouldn't really be worth it to go back for if you missed it.
This is this.
Oh, I love this. This is the name of a strat because we're terrible at naming strats in this community.
Yeah. Shout outs to, I believe there's something called RTA TAS, RTA rock skip or something like that.
I think it's even worse, actually. I think there's like 5.
Yeah, we're
Should I go for Huzzah?
Oh, another great name. What?
there. It is.
So, yeah.
So right there, that's called
I
link
missed
thing,
it.
and then there's Huzzah right here.
Huzzah is So normally when you do a wrong warp, you have to hold up against a wall and that just makes it so you don't that just makes it so it works basically. And then for specifically Huzzah, since you can't hold up against a wall because that cutscene turns off your collision, you have to close the punch card on the last frame that you're in that room for the wrong warp to work because the game doesn't have time to set your like global.interact value back, which is what makes wrong warps work. So Huzzah is pretty much the hardest wrong warp in the game because of that. And also, if you are too late on closing it, you soft lock, so it's extremely risky.
All right, and so going into Spears 2, what Link did was, so after skipping the cutscene with the punch card there, he used the info menu on the punch card right as the cutscene begins, because you're supposed to not be able to move, but so like when you are, so in the regular game it goes BOOM and then you can start running away from Undyne. That little thing that sets your movement, that gives you back your movement, is still there. So if you open up text, like let's say your info on the punch card, that text appears, and then you can then use that text to wrong warp at the end of the room. It saves like 31 frames if you do it perfectly, I believe, but
Yeah,
it's a good little time.
strat is called Willy Warp after Willy J.
After yours truly. Nope, not me. I'm done,
Not
by
you.
the way.
All right.
So yeah, this is the end of the Spears 2 segment, so I'm gonna get the baton again.
All right. So we're going up to
So
the
yeah,
actual worst trick in the game.
So, you may have heard us reference a
Alright,
strat
Jack,
called
you're on.
MDS a little bit ago, and okay, I'm on. I'm a little furry, but oh no, man, 450 enter lab. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother trying to explain how this works. So
All right. So
I'll try to explain it.
all right.
Jack is standing there. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
So MDS, we're using something called persistence glitch. So basically, what Jack is gonna try to do is, basically enter the fight while at the same time like leaving the room. So if done properly, he'll enter the fight, but be in a persistent state. So basically, when Jack dies, the room state will be the same as when he is in the Mad Dummy fight itself. So basically, when that happens, the fight's basically already over. So if Jack does it properly, then Jack could just die and then instantly be done with the fight. I think that looked good.
It looks like he got it, yeah. So it pretty much just works on the game, assuming that, because normally if you die, all the room state gets reset, but with persistence it doesn't get reset, and so the game thinks you've already the fight's already started, and to the game there's no other, if the fight's already started and you're out of the fight again, there's no other option other than the fight's finished, which is why we're here, which is why the fight no longer exists. The reason why we can't skip Mad Dummy with just a regular, normally just like any other thing, is because there are not one but 2 invisible walls in front of the dummy. So yeah, which is why it took 5 years, I believe, after the punch card was discovered for MDS to be discovered in 2021.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is the single biggest time save in Undertale other than the punch card.
Yeah, saves just about 2 minutes. Pretty big time save.
So Jack is just gonna make his way to the end of Waterfall now, and just gonna be wrong warping at every single opportunity to gain just a little bit of extra time. And going into this, and now we're going into a trick called Flower Flow. So
I think I have good stats. Hold on, I'll check in a second.
Alright, so what Jack did there was he overflowed the flower, so basically there is a 1-frame window between you pressing use on the punch card and the punch card actually showing up and locking your movement, where you can interact with things. And in that 1 frame, Jack used that to interact with the flower, and then
Wow,
use
those
another.
are good stats.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how exactly like that whole overflow thing works, but yeah, it basically lets you move with that cutscene open, which saves a lot of steps. Pretty useful. Give me a moment.
It actually doesn't say. It saves like 6 seconds, I think, for how hard
Yeah,
it
5,
is.
6 seconds.
Yeah, but it's worth going for.
And that was one dine. Normally you have to watch like a huge, like long 20-second plus cutscene, and then do like over three or more phases of Undyne. By doing that, Jack just skipped not only the long cutscene, but now only has to go through 1 phase of Undyne, which is really nice.
Yeah, we have to intentionally stop a little early so that Undyne can't catch up to us after the fight's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yep. Fun fact: Undyne used to be way harder than it is now because we used to not understand how the trick actually worked years and years ago, and so the setup was just horrible. But now that we actually know how this trick works, the setup is way better.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, we finally figured out how the skip worked, and I remember Undyne is free in... Wait, 4 years ago now. Undyne is free in 2020. That's insane.
Yeah, normally you'd have to water Undyne there, but since you skip it, it's just automatically flagged as
Alright, I guess
Undyne's
I have the
okay.
baton now, so let's get started with Hotland.
It is KJ's turn.
Scotland is where stuff goes down.
So this one split here, La Floor 3, is probably my single favorite split in the
So
entire
killed
game.
Vulcan. You were playing TPE.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, I'm gonna remember
good
to
call.
not the
TPE,
Vulcan.
TPE. This is the
Oh,
scariest
make
part
sure
of
to get the
TPE for me.
apron, by the way.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
worry,
that
don't worry.
too.
I got you, Link. Right,
Thanks.
so Hotland is where it's just punch cards, wrong warps, just everything galore.
Yeah, it's basically the most skillful part of the run. It's got everything, just back to back to back.
And there's little to no RNG.
Oh no, I messed it up.
No apron.
That's fine.
We actually can do an apron spawn-in glitch. I'm just kidding, but Link
I
save is
just-
probably
Yeah,
gonna
we're
have
just
it.
gonna.
I
we're
messed
just gonna
that up as well.
Spawn it in.
Yay! Yeah, so normally what you can do there is a choicer overflow where you get the apron from the pan. But unfortunately when you do that strat pan launch that KJ did, it's kind of hard to do that.
Going for fast east west. Frame early on that wrong warp.
Yeah,
Ooh, and a
Fast East
frame early on
West
the menu.
is another recent strat. It only saves like 2 seconds and it's really hard.
2-3 seconds. It's probably the hardest skip in Hotland now, to be completely honest.
It's very difficult, but
Yeah.
when you're at such a high level, 2 to 3 seconds is huge. So
Yeah.
Fast East West, there was a setup before that was pretty much just mash faster, but there's a new setup now which basically trades the mashing out for one of the most difficult PCEs in the entire game.
yeah.
Yeah.
You had to match 15 for the old one, right?
There was
Pretty
like with the
much.
wrong warp, you had like 4 frames pretty much.
3-4 frames.
Yeah, it's just insane.
So you might be wondering why I'm coming back down here, and that's because all the Metaton cutscenes will not basically prevents you from using your menu, which is kind of important because then you can't use the punch card. So, but Toby thankfully hard-coded that one room at the start of Hotland to give you your menu back regardless of what is going on, and that basically saves Hotland because Without that, Hotland would be minutes slower. So it's a bit hard to commentate on all of this because of the speed it's all going at, but it's just a lot of punch cards.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so
we're gonna skip Royal Guards as well.
oh, that's a infamous punch card. A lot of people struggle with that, and it's so devastating to
Hey
miss.
man. It's calling me
So
out.
yeah,
Oh, that was a nice clutch news skip. So the way that
was
works
pretty
is you
clutch.
wrong warp with that text box into the transition. And just because we are on 1 HP, Alphys is like, oh no, you're on 1 HP. I'm gonna tell you about it. Which that text automatically opens when you enter. So if you punch card when you enter, you can get text storage on that, and then you can use that text to line up the punch card, which would normally be like a completely blind punch card.
yeah, that used to be 100% blind, and it also makes the vent launch out of the room a lot easier than it used to be. All right, so I'm just about to finish off my segment and moving on to Link.
Yep.
Again shortly. And there we go.
It only keeps getting better. Right.
Yeah, so now we are in Long Elevator. This is my favorite part of the run.
Yeah, man.
So much cool stuff, including core.
Ooh.
Oh, I love core.
Starting off with a
Right.
north-south skip. 3
This is
PG for the
another-
fans.
This
Oh
is
my
another
God.
infamous skip. A lot of you can. It's not super like devastating to miss, but it can add up really quickly if you start missing it a lot. You lose like 4 seconds. It feels like every time you miss it.
Yeah.
So
there's this one random room here that just has a bunch of spiders.
Yeah,
Fun fact. Every
webs. I don't know what this is about.
Cool thing about glitched Hotland is that none of the bosses exist.
yeah, so we just completely skip Muffet. You don't. That's like a really weird PCE too, because the fight, like the trigger isn't even there if you do the first trigger. You kind of just walk through it.
Yeah. I believe Metaton
So,
shows. Oh.
Now you could go.
So yeah, I believe Metaton will only actually show up on screen maybe like for 5 seconds total in this entire run, which is kind of funny given that he's like the main antagonist of Hotland.
Yeah, it seems like we were able to skip Metaton with this route.
Yeah.
So, you may have noticed I went up there. So basically, I lost my menu from that musical cutscene, but to get back to this floor, I need to first initiate that cutscene on the bridge. So I went up first so I could come back there, and I'll go back down to get my menu.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't have to do that because because Metaton's puzzle beneath that we skipped would have set the plot flag up to that point where you could use the elevator, but since we skipped that, we have to advance plot some other way, and conveniently there's that cutscene right there that does it, and now we're going into core, which is just
the best.
Or is
Yeah.
the
Core
hardest
is the
part of
best.
the run.
yeah.
By far.
A well executed core is honestly just beautiful to watch. There's just wrong warps everywhere. It's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wrong warp into almost every single room in the split. There's like a couple exceptions.
yeah.
But yeah, so there's a lot of punch cards. Many a run have died here.
Yeah.
Many a run.
Yeah. So there are multiple ways for the end of core to open up, but in our case, the fastest way to do it is to solve the puzzle. But we're going to be solving the puzzle in a let's say we're gonna solve it in an unintended way. So, so by overflowing it twice, you can get extra ammo and shoot twice. And now we're gonna be wrong warping backwards.
Oh, that did not happen.
Oh no!
That did not
Okay.
happen.
So if you fail to close the punch card before the screen fades out, you soft lock, which is part of why so many runs can die here. Thankfully Link is cheating, so that's not an issue.
And since this is pacifist, we have to miss. You could normally skip this cutscene, but since this is pacifist, we can't, or else it just basically aborts it.
Oh, I totally would have forgot.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we just have to listen to Alfie's yap a little bit.
Yeah. So
So yeah, this is the end of Link's little segment, and I'm gonna get to do the longest segment in the
yeah.
run.
So
Yes.
long elevator.
Go!
So long elevator. It's yeah. I mean,
Alrighty.
it's not really
So-
that long. It's only like what 5 seconds.
I have started, but unfortunately there's stream delay, so it might take a
All
little
right.
bit.
So Jack is now going
You going
into
for
New
GBS?
Home.
Of course, man. I definitely remember how to do it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so we can do some wrong words. Actually, I'll let them commentate this.
Yeah, just start off with some basic wrong warps. There's gonna be some encounter skips, which are really nice because in a true reset, which is the main category, this text is unskippable. So skipping as many encounters as possible is nice here. There is a one that's basically task only. I don't think Jack's gonna go for it, but you know, we'll see.
Oh, he is. He is.
Oh,
He
he's
is.
going for it.
Oh, I messed it up. It's actually
oh no!
it's one of the hardest strats in the game.
Yeah.
It
Not
probably
only is
is.
it really hard, it's RNG whether it works.
And it saves like 5 seconds.
I think.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
tried.
you would really only use that trick as like the run's dead. I need something.
Or if you're doing new home ILs.
Is sub 3 New Home a thing yet?
Sub
No, sub 4.
3.
Sub 4. Sub 4.
Yeah, Link has a sub 4.
Sub 3.
Oh yeah. We found basement. Yeah, we found like basement skip.
That wrong warp skips an encounter.
Yeah.
Evil Mal.
That wrong warp also sucks because there is like no visual cue other than Frisk is about this far away from the edge of the screen.
Yeah, it's normally not too bad. You just kind of get a feel for it. But it does suck to learn. But yeah, so this is a big cutscene, pretty much. So
Yeah.
get your sleeping caps on, your pillow, your blankie.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here for a little bit.
New Home, the basement area, one thing that I've noticed is that like it makes your nerves like go way up, especially in neutral, because it's just so long of doing nothing, and there's a PCE, a few wrong warps in Asgore in the way, so yeah.
Leaves you a lot of room to think about how terrible it would be to lose this run.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're like plus probably 10 minutes on the TP record, so
We're fine.
So TPE record finishes Flowey at like 50
55
54,
flat.
I believe.
Though. Oh
Yeah.
wait, it might be a 54.
I think it's 54, like 50 or something.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So right over here, there's Monster Tail in this hallway. There are some things called bagel slides, which are a massive meme. They save, I believe, getting all of them saves like half a second, but they're all frame perfect. They all have terrible visual cues, and I wouldn't recommend learning them unless you really feel like
or an insane person. I go for like 2 of them because they have easy visual cues, but you really shouldn't go for all of them unless you're fast.
Yeah.
They each save like a frame at most, I think. But they are funny.
I spent an hour learning them like a year ago, and I've forgotten all of them. So
yeah, it's better just to be normal. All right, so this is the hardest PC in the game, not because of actual execution, but just because of the nerves.
Yeah, this is at the end, the last one of the neutral route.
Missing this is probably the most devastating thing that could probably happen.
and it's
besides like
pretty
soft locking on wrong move.
There's like no recovering from this thing as well either. It is like a minute gone if you miss this.
Yeah, you can't even mash away Sans text there if you miss it.
It's just over.
All right, so there's gonna be 3 wrong warps here, and we should probably talk about Asgore and quads now.
By the way, I definitely saved in Judgment Hall, so yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did.
You did. Oh yeah, Jack. Eat the pie.
Yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna be extremely quiet for quads because this is something that probably requires at least 50% of your playtime to get good at.
All right.
These have killed so many runs.
Would you rather us not talk during this section or?
Yeah, just a little bit of quiet.
Got it. We'll have plenty of time to explain because there's like a 1 minute cutscene before Flowey starts.
Yeah. I don't even know what
All
slot
right.
Pi is in.
You know, it's in one of them.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
All those the bars that Jack is hitting, those are all frame perfect.
Yeah. Each one of these is a quad. Each one does like double damage, so you want as many as possible.
Yeah. And he has not missed any so far.
Holy moly.
Oh.
All right, so the fight's basically over.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
That's an 11 turn, which is really, really good.
Yeah, that is a Tazgor is hitting every single bar. You cannot miss a single one if you want to be optimal.
Yeah.
So I almost felt that it was 1 bar or 2 bars off.
Yeah. So yeah, Tazgors only recently have they really become something you can really like hope for in a run because it's just really hard. It's 36 frame perfects in a row. You can't make a mistake. Really hard.
A Tazgor, I mean, technically in TPE it's 1 turn extra because you eat the pie, but we all just say like 9 turn, 10 turn.
Yeah.
So I got a 10 turn there, which is still very good. Like,
yeah,
10 turns are what you kind of want to strive for in a run.
Yeah. Like record is definitely like 10 turn is definitely more than good. Is definitely good enough for world record.
I accidentally opened the game too early.
Oh, the early reload.
All right. So going into Flowey now. It is not an auto scroller. Everyone who thinks it's an auto scroller will eventually lose a run to Flowey,
They
and it'll
have
be very
never
sad.
lost a PB pace run to Flowey.
Yeah, so Flowey, there's a lot of game reloads, which can be kind of weird to time, which is kind of why it's kind of a stressful split.
Yeah. There's no like universal cue that you can use for timing Flowey loads because it's.
I've gone through my music mod. Oh no.
Jack, your audio is not coming through either way.
No,
it's like.
Oh, is it help? Yeah.
Help
me.
It's Flowey loads. They're somewhat hardware dependent, so there's no like magic timing for everyone. You kind of just have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, but you know.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if it'll matter for anything, but I just put new RAM into my PC, so I might have to reload all my Flowey loads.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's fine though. I mean, I spent a pretty penny on RAM for faster Flowey loads in my day, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Flowey loads are hardware dependent.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's timing has to be different, so you have to learn them yourself.
Yeah. I think
Undertale is pay to win.
Yeah. Yep. I think the worst Flowey loads I've ever seen, I think was like I saw someone once who had to load like 10 seconds earlier than everyone else because the PC was just that bad.
Did you ever see the Colin loads?
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Actual bigotry, dude. Okay, sorry.
All right,
Moving
so
on, man.
all right, so Flowey, uh, not too hard to survive, but extremely difficult to no hit. I believe there is a very large number of Flowey attack patterns that are just completely impossible to dodge. So, but yeah, as long
Yeah.
as you stay alive between each phase, which isn't too hard to do, you should be fine.
You can, if you're trying, it's pretty hard to die to Flowey in a speedrun.
Yeah.
As long as you're making an effort to
you know.
dodge bullets and heal, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So phase 1, you can tell where the act button will appear because it'll always appear in the same direction that the knives move the first time. So yeah, most of those soul phases, the act button will appear in a consistent place. There is one where it doesn't, and we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh no no
Oh
no.
no.
No no no
Classic
no.
bit.
Yeah, it's probably the oldest surviving joke in Undertale speedrunning. I can't think of anything else.
Would hope not, but unfortunately it is. Yeah, we're just trying to hit them as soon as possible so the phase ends sooner.
Yeah.
You get pretty much a full heal between phases. Not quite
Yeah.
for this one, but
Yeah. This phase, the heart always spawns in that exact spot, so it's pretty easy to just go up there and mash. It is worth noting that if you miss the act button, you do have to repeat a phase, which loses 30 seconds roughly. It's very bad.
definitely don't want to do that on pace.
Yeah.
Also worth noting, the fight button in between phases doesn't actually do anything because Flowey just heals. It only starts mattering in the finale.
Wow wow wow. Ballet shoes.
So we're gonna
this.
go to the top right here and mash so we don't miss the act button, like KJ was talking about. That would be really terrible if that happened.
Yeah,
That'd be
that
really
act button
terrible.
can be either up or down when it spawns, and if you're at the bottom to avoid damage, and it's and the act button's up, that's very
Just over.
tragic.
It's just over.
Yeah, you can't die in the soul phases, so you can kind of just be as reckless as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see
Fight
what we
button for
mean.
the fans.
Yeah, I believe in like 2 phases, there's gonna be one where you kind of just full send it straight into the bullets because it's faster to touch the act button that way. I think the pan phase it is. All right, here we
Everyone's
go.
favorite time of the run.
Purple
So-
soul phase.
So the act button can come out on the right or the left, and it's 50-50. So
Yep.
place your bets
And
now.
of course,
People
Jack
like
will
to
be
make a
going
big
to the
deal
right
out of it.
side.
It is literally 2 frames faster if it comes out of the right side.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's
I'm personally more of a
actual
centrist gang.
garbage. That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair.
You should really only be hugging one side of that wall if you're like really, really desperate. But if your PB is gonna come down to Flowey, I wouldn't recommend doing that anyways. Just go in the middle and react.
Or if you're trying to make
I
content,
remember-
you know.
I remember one time I had a 57:02 as PB. I had to run 56:59 best possible time into Flowey. I guessed right and I like popped off. It was insane. I did not PB.
Damn.
Yeah. Fun fact, the left gang, right gang thing is the reason why there's a slow mode in the PB channel in the Undertale speedrunning Discord now.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, that was the phase I was talking about where Jack can literally just sit on top of the pan because you can't die in that phase and it's fast. And by doing that, you can just hit the fight button. The act button immediately.
Yeah, so this is the last soul phase here, and then we have finale, which is very hype, but also very easy. So this soul phase, we want to like manip the bullets to come out as fast as possible so that the gun gets to the 8th shot quickly, because the 8th shot is when the act button comes out. So 7, 8, like the act button. And we gotta do a load here because the game autosaves. So by doing this load, we skip the cutscene that leads into the finale.
Yeah. Fun fact, there is like a super narrow window of time where if you load there, you get sent right back to the start of the Flowey fight because you loaded it right when the game is reading and writing to the file, which is extremely rare. I've only seen it happen twice, but it's a thing. So.
I didn't know that. That's gonna be in my nightmares. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm just gonna have a nightmare about 51 pace and that happening. I'm just kidding. So yeah,
you're just not gonna get on 51 pace. So.
Oh, we got a new
I'm
PB
just
message
kidding.
loaded
I'm just
up.
kidding, man.
All right.
All right.
So this is
I
where the
fucked
fight
up.
button actually matters. Oh.
Sorry. I screwed up, man.
Come on,
all right,
man.
so
it's hard to focus when I'm just talking about 51, you know.
All right,
51,
so
you know?
there's something called quick kill here, whereby delaying, I believe your 13th and 14th and last hit, you basically roll into the next damage phase, which lets you take out Flowey one button earlier, which is 2 seconds, but 2 seconds in Flowey is massive.
Yeah, but it is also only 2 seconds, so it does not matter in this context.
Yeah.
It matters a lot, actually, man.
In this TPE relay, that's plus 20 minutes.
Yeah, it used to be actually funny thing. There was actually several old setups for this. The old setup, you had a 2% chance of failing it, but I believe with the new setup where you delay 13 and 14, I believe the odds of you missing quick kill are literally something like 1 in, and like so large that if you miss quick kill that way, we'd probably like your run might be investigated because
Nightmare luck.
yeah.
So yeah, Flowey fight's basically over. We have like 2 more loads and then pass it off to KJ.
All right. So this is another pretty lengthy cutscene where Flowey just gloats at you for a really long time. You can actually like clip just a little bit into the seeds there because for whatever reason the hitbox that deals damage is smaller than the hitbox.
Help? Somebody help! Help! Help me!
Help me!
Help!
So yeah,
Nobody came.
okay, so yeah, the hitbox for like for the bullets hitting you and for detecting to do that, like they're different, which lets you hit them immediately. Usually there's like a whole animation of them going out and going in, but we just skip all that by getting hit immediately.
Yep. You don't need to match this text. Great game.
Yeah. All right, so now for the final load of the neutral segment.
And this is my final part of the relay.
No
No
more
redoing entire segment.
All right, now going on to me.
Little
The
W.
most yeah.
Classic Jack.
All right, just tell me when. So loading in once, kill Flowey, load again, and
Yippee! So we have to
That's
wait
it.
for the Undertale logo to flash, and then we can close the game. Yay!
all right. So now we're gonna move on to me. So in TPE we save right there, and it basically lets us come back here, and we're gonna start backtracking, and we're gonna do a lot of down warps in quick succession.
Yeah.
There's the first one. There's the second one. There's another wrong warp. Another wrong warp. Just backtracking all the way to the boat. Using the elevator.
Those are some of the hardest wrong warps in the game because they're all down warps. It's so terrible.
Oh.
But yeah, we're done with that now. You probably save you save so much time from getting those all first tries.
So yeah, fun fact about the boat. The correct option in the speedrun is always the second option, which means that mismenuing is pretty common, and mismenuing to the boat is like just game over. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be going on a date with Undyne.
Yay!
There is a trick here that saves 2 seconds, but I don't know how to do it, so
That's fair.
Wow. Wow.
It's okay. We'll probably
The
see it in
blank
True
was
Lab.
not thrown away.
So yeah, this is the reason why we couldn't let Undyne get heat stroke in Hotland, because if she did, then we couldn't hang out with her here, and if we can't hang out with her here, then TPE is gone.
Yep. There's so
Also-
many things you need to remember in this category.
Also, fun fact: this whole segment is mashing.
Oh yeah, KJ got the mashing segments, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe-
yes.
We
No
might need to do
problem.
some finger and hand exercises for gamers after this. Oh,
I forgot what I was supposed to do with the spear.
I feel good pumping those forearms.
Oh. Chat, look at this T box.
Yeah, look
The
at
one
this
that's
T box.
the same
Chat.
color as the table. Chat.
Yeah, look at the third. Wait, is it the red one or the one beneath it?
It's the one beneath.
It's the one that's the same color as the table.
Yeah,
You
just
see it,
watch.
a beige
just watch
T
that.
box. Let's
beige
observe this
T
T box for fun.
Yeah.
We'll watch
Just
it
in
later.
case. Just
in case something happens. We don't want
something
an incident.
tragic would happen to it, you know?
The clip will turn tragic.
But in case you couldn't tell.
This is why TPE
It's the
is.
best part of Pacifist.
Oh, we have Mash Manuel here.
Here, watch the T box. Watch the T box.
What's the T box?
It's
I wonder what's
green.
gonna happen. Wait.
Wait.
Okay. It's blue. It's green. It's
wow.
wow.
All right, and now we're going to explode Undyne's house. I'm gonna
Yay.
random map. Yeah, I can't piano map anymore, man.
That's fair.
Well, luckily for you, you have one whole date after this.
Yeah, this isn't the only.
Yay.
This isn't the only just pure bashing segment in this split either. Oh, there's one more.
You guys think we're getting sub 130?
No, man.
We'll see. But yeah, Undyne's house is on fire now.
You got this in the bag, man.
We're already almost 10 minutes behind. I guess it might technically be
We
possible.
we're like 8 minutes behind.
Yeah, that's too much.
Oh yeah, by the way,
No.
contrary to popular belief, hitting enemies in pacifist doesn't actually abort pacifist.
Yeah, it's just killing them.
Yeah, technically speaking, you could beat up every single monster in Undertale until the point where they just spare you, and you would still get pacifist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, so
Alright,
now we
so
have
now we're
Alfie's
gonna-
date,
Yeah,
which
we're
is
gonna
even
match.
less interesting somehow.
We're gonna match her
No
like
way you just
years
said
again.
Alphys.
What
Okay,
is the
so-
correct? Oh no, man.
The funny thing about
Alphys.
the Alphys date, there are there's three text boxes that are skippable, but also kind of are not. So you'll see them in a bit.
Yeah, we got some frame perfect mashing required. If you mash frame perfectly,
No.
you can skip the dating start text boxes if it's timed right. Or you don't really
So
time
I
these, you
got
just kind of hope.
3.
2 is very acceptable.
So yeah, this is
Talk?
just pure mashing.
Talk! I'm just sitting
yeah,
here
I remember
mashing!
this.
Yeah, there's
Talk!
no... You literally just mash for the rest of this. There's nothing to it. Just one of the many...
Yeah, we gotta like get
questionable parts of
Shay
this
in
category.
just to do this one part for us.
Yeah...
Alright, is anime... Right, guys, is anime real?
Is anime real, chat? See in a second.
Probably not.
Are either of them faster?
Oh. Basketball.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Wait, papyrus?
Jog, jog, jog.
Jog.
Alright, so anime is real because I am too lazy to menu.
Oh.
Alright, and now we're gonna head to True Lab.
When the lab is true.
Indeed! Alright, so yeah, that is the most match heavy part of any category as far as I know. Actually wait, TP Glitchless might have something a bit more match heavy. I don't know.
I
Alright.
mean, it's just that again, but yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna head over to Hotland because we need to enter Alphys's True Lab and uncover the secrets within. Why did I say it so dramatically? Yeah, I'm shocked. Like, characters can have flaws. It's unbelievable.
So True Lab is like the one part of post-game TPE that's actually very interesting in my opinion, in terms of punch card strats.
Yeah, it is
my favorite slot in the game, honestly.
It is, so I think, probably the most wrong. It might be the most wrong warp heavy part of the run, except for like core.
It has the same density as core, it's just longer.
Yeah.
It's definitely the most overflow heavy part of the run. There's a lot
That's kind of what sucks about it.
Yeah.
Overflow sucks so much.
True Lab is it's required to get Pacifist. And it's also the last thing you do in the game, and so yeah. So we're in True Lab now.
If you're playing TBE, this is kind of what you're playing it for. This is really fun, and it's not something you ever do in neutral.
That is the only overflow wrong warp I still do because this wrong warp kind of sucks.
That's fair.
All right, so as you can see, yeah, we're just gonna be wrong warping at every single opportunity, and we're gonna be, and now we're entering the actual most difficult attack in the entire game, except for like maybe one.
Yeah, this attack sucks. And it's actually kind of scary because you only have 20 HP here.
Yeah, you take 5 as well, and I don't think I have the, and I'm not sure if I have the apron here, so.
Just use the pie.
Just use the pie, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's...
Yeah, I mean, Jack wasted 4 minutes getting it.
May as well make it useful.
Yeah. Alright, so... yeah, just tons of wrong warps once again. So that's the red key ready, and now we're gonna be getting the rest of the keys.
Yeah, coming up, there's normally a fight with a dog monster, but we can skip it. Still, like, turn off the fans.
Safety save there. Right.
This is what we used to practice weapons on.
Yeah.
back in the Stone Age.
So yeah, this is actually one of the scariest tricks in the game. It's very easy to soft lock.
Yeah.
But
you have to close that text pretty much almost as late as you can, but it turns the fans on and skips the fight at the same time, which is very good. I tried to wrong warp into this room because of how slow you walk, but I didn't get it, but it's fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrong warps like that where you have to tap just barely up to be right next to the transition. I have a history with those. It's very annoying.
I'm not sure if doing this is faster, but I do it anyways.
Oh, interesting.
Oh!
So yeah,
we need a new strats post on that.
So yeah, apparently it's 50-50 between the Chomp and the Laser Eyes. I do not believe that. There is no way that this is 50-50.
The Chomp is guaranteed on the first turn, and then the second and third turn, I think it's 50-50.
I think Chomp is very slightly more likely, according to, as I recall at least.
Alright, so...
I think it's 60-40.
So
escalators.
Fun fact, you can skip that fight on the Switch version of the game, I think.
Yeah, but, you know, everything else about the Switch version is kinda garbage.
Yeah. This is the happiest fight in the game. I have a smile on my face whenever this is in screen.
Alright, and then... this wrong warp here sucks because you get put right there instead of on the trigger when you go back for it for some reason. Alright, it's like save here. So...
people overflow.
Oh yeah, that wrong warp is terrible.
Yeah, this is probably the last really big thing. So we're gonna skip Reaper Bird, but doing that isn't enough, we also have to wrong warp out. Otherwise, we just go back into the fight, and
Yeah,
I got
this is another really scary. This is like a very scary split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
at the
under
end of
that
a
bed
really
there
long
saves
run.
the frame.
Oh,
I think it's a frame. Classic strat called underbed.
right. So now we're gonna be making Alphys shut up real quick.
Yeah, we interact with this twice with an overflow. You can kind of skip Alfie's whole monologue because of text corruption.
But yeah, we can just drop the bandage or just something, and Alphys' text has got a whole lot shorter.
Smell,
Yeah.
smell, smell.
There we go.
Yes.
That's True Lab. We're gonna do one more wrong warp into the elevator to immediately get into in there, and we're gonna be handing it off to Link for Asriel now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Final segment.
All right, so handing the baton to Link. Let's see this.
This is the second longest segment. Asriel's pretty interesting, you could say.
All right, Link. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
Alright,
Asriel.
so we're just gonna wrong warp.
Yeah.
We can do this set of wrong warps again because we killed
Yeah.
a punch card.
Yeah.
And then that's the
So
last
in
set of
my
punch cards.
opinion, Asriel is the hardest trick, the hardest boss fight in a speed run, and I'm almost tempted to put it above Asgore because you can still get a half decent Asgore and it's without too much difficulty, but like getting a good, but like I don't know, I think Asriel is just making a mistake during Asriel is just much more punishing than an Asgore.
If you die, it's really tragic, but as long as you stay alive, you shouldn't lose that much. But it's pretty easy to die,
Yeah.
especially if you don't have like the apron.
Also, a quick thing to note, normally, we like piano mashing, which is what we've been doing basically the whole run, to mash text. But, this cutscene has, like, a different characteristic to it, where we could just mash randomly, and it turns out to be faster.
Yeah, because normally you can't press Z and X on the same frame to clear a text box, but in this specific cutscene you can. What a great game. So this part is really painful in a run, and you just have to kind of damage your hands in order to be fast. But speedrunning requires sacrifice, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Power. Oh, I don't remember the rest of it.
So that's over, thankfully. The Asriel fight is pretty much just you just kind of just try not to get hit.
Yeah.
And then get to the end.
Yeah.
And, know what menuing to do.
Yeah. Technically, the fastest strat for Asriel is no apron spare. Is no apron and just no apron and spare, but that's like really, really hard. I don't think anyone does. I think the most common strat at high level is apron and spare. The safest strat is apron and hope because that heals you more and also makes you take less damage. And when you have 20 HP and Asriel hits for like 7, it's really nice to have.
Hope does lose a ton of time of like, because there's probably, I don't know how many turns there are. I think there's like 15 almost, but it really adds up. Like, I think even in tasks you'd lose over a second to hoping every turn.
Yeah.
But you'd probably lose like 6 RTA. So if you can do spare strats, you should.
Alright, so this is Asriel. The child.
Wait, how he's Asriel?
There's no way.
Whoa! Sorry, I was a little bit excited, chat.
It's a
Yeah,
high moment.
yeah. As we all know, Link
Oh
is
no, my name is like so long.
the OP card. Oh,
E-card.
There
Yeah,
goes
actually,
sub 130.
yeah.
oh yeah, so the thing about Asriel is that he says your name like 4 times, and it's all unskippable, so...
Yeah, that's why we need a namer guy, one character. I would have left it open to be like funny, but yeah.
Alright.
So we gotta wait here because the fight doesn't actually progress until the beat drop. So.
And you can skip like something happening at the beat drop if you close that. I don't remember what actually happens there, but yeah, here we go. This is the most difficult attack in the game, in my opinion. It's
That
just
is bold.
yeah, it's hard because there's just so many things to keep track of, and this fight will also absolutely annihilate bitrate. So apologies for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, chat. Especially with my internet not being good as of late, it's like gonna be kind of rough. My apologies, original gangster.
Yeah, so Asriel is pretty much just try not to get hit. It's very, very long.
It's a very long fight, yeah.
Oh no, no, no!
The Asriel split is like 15 minutes.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this
so
is
getting hit, gonna lose a little bit of time. That's tragic.
So,
Don't eat the pie! Okay.
so yeah, the
I
reason
wasn't
why...
pointing on it, man!
you had your cursor over it.
Yeah,
Dude,
so,
imagine
yeah.
eating the pie after you went back to grab it.
Yeah, so
You're
yeah.
gonna let that go someday.
So yeah, the reason why the reason why getting the apron is so helpful in Asriel is because it heals you every other turn, which in a fight where each hit deals 6 damage, even with the protection, it's like really
Honestly,
good to
like,
have.
For me, the more useful part is the defense it gives you, because normally you take 7 damage, which means you die in 3 hits, but with Apron you take 6, meaning you die in 4 hits, which is actually like pretty huge. Especially in the section where you have to dodge bullets and dying loses 10 years.
Yeah, right around here, I think Asriel's attacks ramp up to the next difficulty, so this spawns even more stars now.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Asriel's attack. I think Asriel probably has like 5 attacks total, so once you know what's gonna happen, you're good.
It's a little fun fact about that one sword. A fun fact about that sword attack. He will never hit the same spot more than twice in a row, so you can dodge like that.
Yeah, it's like pattern reading like that you gotta develop to be good.
Also, that giant spray of stars there, it took me so long to figure out how to dodge that.
It's kind of weird.
This is the last turn before, you know.
Yep.
Hyper Goner.
Yeah. So getting hit at on Hypergunner at all, you can't die, but it'll always put you at 1 HP if you get hit. But if you no hit, you're fine.
If you no hit, then you're set up to do something fun. Oh!
What the heck, man?
Okay, that was scary.
Wow!
What?
There's no way you should have survived that.
I thought it was over. So yeah, sometimes Hypergunner just gives you like BS patterns like that. Yeah.
This is the hardest part of Asriel, so
Yeah.
in order to be optimal, Link has to dodge these bullets and not die.
Man, I'm just oh no, it's just over. It's just over.
Oh no, it's already over.
Alright, I believe you're low on HP, the best course of action is to
I'll go for
die
the
at a
deathless.
sprint.
No, I'm not. I'm not going for deathless.
Oh.
So getting deathless here, I'm pretty sure whether or not the attack is dodgeable is also RNG, which is very nice.
Yeah, entirely RNG. You kind of just have to adapt and pray. But dying, I think, loses 6 seconds if you do it optimally. But if you do it unoptimally,
And I just don't get hit, man.
Oh no.
At least it's fair.
So yeah, after you've already died, it is faster to die to end the turn faster. But you know, it's not a big deal if you don't.
So now we're gonna save all our friends.
Yay, yay, yay!
There are faster options for the last action you do because that text is unskippable. I don't think I remember any of them.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I would know the directions. I don't know what they say though. That one's down right. Next one's right.
Alright, so yeah.
Anyway.
Right here you want to take out all the robots because if those get a chance to fire off, then you lose time because the attack's slower.
The attack ends when you kill them all. So.
Yep.
Also, first time we're seeing Yellow Soul.
Yes.
Wow.
Alright.
Tori,
So,
this is where we're using the pie I spent 6 minutes getting to save 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I feel like it was worth it, man.
Yeah,
I think it was worth it.
Yeah, right here if you eat the pie, you skip 2 turns, so very useful.
Yeah.
Now
And the reason we still have it after Asgore is because we reloaded a save that did not
hadn't
hit the
eaten
pie.
it yet. Yeah.
I mean,
so...
I definitely saved in Judgment Hall, but
Yeah, we'll just ignore that. Anyways, so yeah, these are. I don't think I don't believe it's possible to die in this phase. So yeah.
I mean maybe.
I don't know. I've never tested, so
Yeah, so that's that.
And that's
Now Link
basically
just
that, yeah.
yeah. Now
Link
we're
just
going
has to
to
make sure to not
hug the goat.
hug the goat and also not fight Azrael.
Yeah. So
Pretty
Get a
sure I did
quad.
it in world record. No, I did not. I did
way.
not do it in record.
Okay,
but
I was gonna say that loses like 20 seconds.
no. On
fighting.
on the Asgore phase, I ripped the punch card turn 1.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well, guys,
Oh
you
no,
know,
what's gonna happen?
what's about to come up on screen? Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
That might cause problems.
So yeah.
Just ignore it.
So yeah, that attack right there is the reason why only one person in the history of Undertale has ever no-hit Azrael legit.
Yeah, because it is technically possible to avoid, but it is entirely RNG.
I believe it's 97% of the time you will get hit no matter what on that attack. And that's after no-hitting phase 2, which is already ridiculous, so...
Yeah, and then 3% still includes you need to have the movement, you know.
Yeah. That also includes no-hitting everything before that, which is also hard, so...
Yeah, so there is actually one more punch card that is gonna be done. Or maybe 2 if Link wants to be funny.
No
but I doubt
punch
it.
card, man. There's no punch card.
Yeah, you wrong warp into the...
No, there's no more wrong warps. It's over.
You're just so dumb. You wrong warp into the last room.
But do you?
I have the world record, man.
You could have had a better world record if you wrong warped into the last room.
Oh no. Wait a minute. With TAS being a thing now, is 120 in TPE a thing?
120?
Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
If you don't wrong warp into the last room, we're gonna need a word with you. Alright, so hugging Azrael here, which is something I have actually done on a PvP-paced run. This is like 30 seconds.
Yeah, there is one more reload here that we can do. And the reason why...
That's the best mashing you'll ever see from me, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
You will not see mashing better than that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to the Tasser and Chad, good luck on the wrong warp into the last room. I'm just saying.
Not doing it, man.
You're just not
just
doing it.
not doing it.
What could possibly go wrong? If you saw fuck, you're right there.
It doesn't even exist.
What do you mean it doesn't exist?
Alright, so this is the final
122.17 and for what, dude?
This is like the most important.
Where are you getting 122.17?
Isn't that what it is?
No,
it's
like
a 121.
138. Okay. So,
I didn't know.
So not
Wait,
hugging the
that's
goat
Jay's
there.
PB.
Yeah. So not hugging the goat there. Very
No, it's
important. If you
not.
hug the goat, you lose like years.
I'm checking. I swear, that's someone's PB. It might be my PB.
All right, so Link just loaded
Oh,
in
it's
a second
just
copy of the
Never mind.
game now, and the reason why he's doing that is because at the end of this cutscene here, not this one, but like the one where Toriel talks to you, right at the end there will be an autosave that saves you at the end of this room. So reloading there saves a good bit of time.
Yeah. And then you can wrong warp into this room up here, save a little bit more time if you were good at the game.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, you could have saved like half a second.
All right, so
No,
yeah,
There
this-
goes sub 130.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
It was gonna. It probably would have happened if you did the wrong warp. Let's be real.
We're up
Alright.
by 40 seconds.
You're gonna. Oh my god.
All right, so this is the last part of TPE. It's more mashing. The music's nice. Papyrus is gonna run off. So time is gonna be right when Toriel says the others are all waiting for us, and yeah, on when you close that text box.
Yeah.
All right, so
What a beautiful sunset.
all right then. So we are just about wrapping up. 1:30:40, I believe this is gonna be.
You know, this could have been pretty good.
Oh no, 30 actually. 29.
That could have been a 124.
All right.
Could have been, man.
Could have been.
All right.
We just needed the pie though.
We just need. No, I'm pretty
Just
sure that if we
needed
didn't
the
come up
pie.
with a pie, this would have been like a
We
126.
could have just not brought it up, man.
That would not have been a bad run, man.
All right.
Good,
Why
you
is
know?
why
I hate
is
that.
Frogget yellow?
It's a Link play.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
You can't save maybe.
The crazy save.
All right.
Can I
so...
show off a no-hit credits? I'll just fast forward through this.
Okay, man. Wait,
yeah,
the
Link,
duck.
go for it.
Yeah, hold on.
The duck was there. That's
Just
not normal.
ignore like whatever's going on with the music.
Go for it, but know that if you
Not
don't get
important.
it, know that if you don't get it, I'm making fun of you.
What?
If you don't get it, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just part of the rules.
I'm probably not gonna get it. It's been so long since I played this category.
Yeah.
Or the-
So yeah, that is TPE.
It's a
it's-
category.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably like it's the first Undertale category I watched, which is why it's also the first one that I ran. So yeah. So yeah, as your
Alright, guys.
All right, the end. Thanks for what? Oh no, it's not over.
oh, but it's not over.
Right. Can we have silence for focus? Can the
No.
audience please be silent?
No, I'm not being quiet. I refuse.
No.
Any gifters if I get this?
Any gifters? We did not get
Any
gifts.
gifters?
First try task. But I got it first try on the reload. So.
Yeah, I got it the first try. The second time I tried it.
Peter
The horse.
from Family Guy.
No.
Oh my
No, I didn't
god!
hit anything. I didn't hit anything.
It's
Oh, we're good,
fine,
we're
it's
good.
fine. That was close. Monka.
Oh, that was. I thought it was over.
Fear,
And then
dude.
you just hold right there, and it just dodges all of them for you. Shay.
Hey.
Dude, I can't believe we found out that that actually isn't Shay, though.
Wait, it isn't Shay.
No! That's not what he
What's
put his
this
name in for the
strat?
credits
Bro,
Bro,
It's gonna come down to Nicholas Muscle.
You're gonna get Nicholas muscled.
By the wait, do are all of them? Are all of these like? Do all of them have different hitboxes?
Yes,
based
the
on the
hitboxes are
name?
different.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You'll see Nicholas muscles. It's really long.
Wait, so you're telling me that? Oh, there
There
it
it
is. There he is.
is.
There he is.
It's gone.
There it is, we're
No
good.
muscles.
Oh, there's one more. There's one more. Jeremy
Go,
Ogden,
go,
Brazini Ellis.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, who's gifting? Who's gifting?
It's truer
Gift in the
pacifist.
non-affiliate channel, real.
Oh.
No, no, no.
Link, I'm proud of you for not getting muscled.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Wait, so you're telling me that Toby went out of his way to program all of these names with like good hit with like
No, it's
variable
dynamic.
hitbox sizes, but can't
yeah,
even
it's-
make like half the hitboxes in the
is
game
this a
make
soulless
sense.
save? Is this
It's
a
dynamic.
soulless save? Place your bets.
It's dynamic based on like the length of the text box.
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't remember if the P card is soulless or not. It might
There's
be.
no way it is. That'd be kind of weird if it was.
It's not. And that was Undertale Practice Mod, True Pacifist Real. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for watching, everybody.
That was fun. Beyond the.
Right. So, that is Undertale. I think TPE in terms of being a showcase category, I think TPE is the best one we could have done. So.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like the
Yeah,
Undertale
yeah,
showcase.
Like it
category.
shows pretty much. It shows everything. Well, most of everything.
Alright. Yeah, so that was fun. You should follow our Twitch accounts where we play Undertale and probably other things.
yeah. We all play
I agree.
Undertale. And we're
Link and
all
I are
going
doing a
for
Khalees
PBs.
race next weekend for sure.
Yeah, next next
I just realized
weekend.
no one knows what
Khalees.
Khalees is.
You guys are.
Anyway,
But yeah,
thanks for
everybody
watching.
for
Gift
coming around.
subs.
Yeah,
All right.
gifters.
I believe it is the part of the day where I find somebody to raid.
It
Yeah,
is.
Yes.
Oh, Bradley's live. Hang on.
Oh. Wait, there's a dog.
There's a dog.
Wow,
No
wow.
way.
What is a dog gonna do? I sure hope it doesn't program an entire game and call it Undertale.
That'd
Yeah, that
never
would be
happen.
terrible. I would hate that game.
Yeah, I'd hate that
I'm just
game
kidding.
too.
Undertale is extremely fun when you're not getting the pie.
Yeah, Undertale is extremely fun, except for when you're in early game, which is like.
Undertale's
unfortunately
fun
quite a
except
long
for when
part
it's
of it.
not.
I hope that I don't know, but that's all gonna be fixed soon. With the release of Toriel Skip in 2 months. So yeah.
Yeah, you know, when we find game skips, it's gonna be like.
It's gonna be the best game of all time.
Yeah, we just gotta get Lilac to like play up tutorial, and they'll probably find it.
Oh
When
my
we find
God, man.
MDSS, that'll be the day.
Bro, I remember when Lilac found Tass, like, I think everyone was telling it to, like, please immediately play Toriel.
Please play Acid Tunnel and Deltarune.
Oh, isn't that like the Amori part?
Yeah,
Wait, why is it the Amori part?
because you and your friends go on a
Because, like-
raft on a green lake and then
Oh,
like, climb
no. Oh, no. I forgot about Amori, even though I know the speedrun.
I kind of know.
Well,
this
it's not
one.
even in the speed run, so like.
It is, man.
It
Not the fake categories, but
Wow, Jack just calling categories fake. I see how it
yeah,
is.
unrestricted is like. I'm just kidding. If you like unrestricted, then
Wait, this
The raft
yourself.
isn't in No Major Glitches.
yes, it is.
It is.
It just is.
No.
What do you mean
The
no?
raft is not
It's just
Yes,
not.
it is. It just okay.
No.
All right,
PB
we're gonna.
check, PB
I'm gonna
check.
go and hit the end button. I think before
Okay.
these people
Yeah,
kill each other over
yeah, we should
rats.
probably do that before we before
We
we
start calling each
get a
other
little too
some
toxic.
no words.
But yeah,
It's
thanks
just not,
everybody for coming
though.
around.
Yeah.
We've got mainframe, which are the Deltron LT next week.
Hey, I'm gonna be
I
in
hear a
that.
certain person called gonna be in that.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder
Or
who that
who?
is.
the only
Hate
Delta
that
Chapter
guy.
2 runner. Hate that guy. You
I
don't
hate
even do the
that
run
guy,
work
yeah.
at
Guy's a
TPE.
doofus.
A doofy.
But yeah,
These other two
so-
are doofy.
so
Is that the word now?
it is.
Alright.
Be sure to give us a follow.
See ya,
Check back
guys.
next week for that, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye,
See
bye,
ya.
bye.